I see what old chaps and chappets, Game Chap and Birdie here.
Yes.
Yes, fellows, and I would say we are investigating here a rather jolly good modification by Timbuktu that adds a good deal of environmental realism to Minecraft, and I'm talking jolly interesting things, you know.
Most certainly, it's environmentally real, and the deal is indeed real.
It is, old boy. Now, firstly, of course, ideas that you may, of course, notice on the screen various bars there at the bottom left and the bottom right, and we're going to show you exactly what those do. Now, the first bar is, of course, the temperature bar. Do you care to join me to the desert, old chap?
The temperature?
In fact, no. Let's go to the land of snow, old boy.
The land of snow? Ah, right. Now, here is a pre-configured block which will take us straight there, just like they do in Star Trek.
Splendid,
Right.
old chap. Tell you who I say. Oh, yes, lovely. I'm in a snow world. Are you, old boy?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, I can't see you at the moment.
Oh, don't worry, I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Now,
Yes.
in any case, we're going to change over, as you can see, fellows, to survival mode. Now, of course, because we are in a snowy and cold world,
Yes.
we will immediately start to notice a decrease in our current temperature.
You
now,
will.
the temperature figure on the left-hand side there is 36.97 degrees centigrade.
Yes.
Now, that is not actually the temperature of the world, but that is your core body temperature.
Certainly. Now, you can get frostbite here. So,
Really?
Yes, it's completely different to normal Minecraft. You've got to think on your feet. You can get frostbite 3 stages off at 35, 32 or 30 degrees.
Ah, now of course, as you can see, currently we're in the taiga or snowy biome, and the blue thermometer gauge there indicates our temperature is dropping. Now, should I huddle up like so with Bertie and Beverly,
Yes.
watch, as you can see, it actually will begin to slow the rate of temperature decrease.
Ah.
My body temperature is still decreasing because we're having a nice little group hug here, I see.
Yes, you're stepping on my brooks.
Oh, I do apologise, old
Right,
boy.
yes.
My temperatures, of course, are dropping slower. If I back away from these two, however, my temperature will increase, or rather decrease, somewhat faster. Hold on, as you can see, I think so, old chap.
Yes, is it?
I think that, yes, a
Is
small
it?
increase there. Yes,
Is it?
indeed. Slightly slower or slightly faster, depending on whether you're hugging or not.
Right, okay. Now, what happens if you get too cold? Why don't you go and plunge yourself into freezing water?
Ah, now this is quite a realistic mechanism. As you can see, this water here, fellows, is icy cold. And if I jump in like so...
Yes.
Hold on. My word, the temperature's dropping. I'm freezing out, chap.
Right, hang on. When you get to 35, yes, you'll have hypothermia 1. Slight reduction in your speed.
Are you sure?
That's
No,
what they say.
I say I've got hypothermia indeed, as you can see.
Right.
I've got a slight blue tinge on the screen there, blue particle effects, and of course I'm walking much slower than normal.
Right, severe weakness at 32 degrees.
32.
Yes.
No. I say this is very cold, old chap.
Yes, look. You have your screen on blue.
My screen is going bloody blue and freezing over indeed, and as you can see, I've now reached, let's see here, 32 degrees, which means, of course, I have mining fatigue and weakness, old chap.
Most certainly. Now,
I can't even hurt Beverly, I say.
Then you've got at 30 degrees, you'll die.
What?
Yes, well, you'll start to, yes, at 30 degrees.
But hold on, buddy, how do I warm up, old chap?
Very good question. Well, I think if you've got some lava or anything like that in
Can
your
we hug,
inventory-
please, Beverly?
Yes, or getting hugs, or put some fire down, etc., then you'll get warmer.
Well, the hugs aren't doing much, I say. Well, okay, let's try and put down a fire salt before we
Look,
test
take
its
this
depth.
bucket of lava.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, see if that heats you up.
Right, okay, as you can see, I've got lava in my hot bar now, fellows, and... Oh, yes, it's very hot, old chap.
Yes, exactly. Now, that sort of thing will heat you up, you see, just like in the real life, as it were.
It's like a hand warmer, old chap.
Right, okay, hand it back then.
Well, all right.
I know.
I must do this, fellows. I'm going to have to plunge myself into the water for the sake
Right,
of
yes.
science, you know.
See what happens.
Okay, as you can see, I'm currently in the process of dying, fellows. I do apologise about
Once
that.
you get down to 30, it's good. Yes, it's good night, Mama. Make out your will, and don't forget me.
Once I get to 30, it's goodbye from Bertie.
Yes, it is. Yes.
I say I've gone below 30. I say
Yes.
I'm freezing to death, old chap.
Right, did you write the will out?
No, I forgot the will, old boy.
Oh, no, quick! Put everything to birth, quick!
My last will and
Sorry.
testament, I hereby will all I own and all I
Yes,
possess
yes.
to my good friend and former comrade. No,
Yes, thank you.
No, hold on, it's not working, old chap. I mean,
B.
I'm
B-E-R-T-I.
regenerating, old chap. Look at this, old boy. It's coming back, I say.
Oh, yes, because you've got out of water.
Ah,
And you're standing near Benefit, I think.
yes, I'm not sure, old boy. As you can see, it seems indeed if you are on peaceful mode, as I currently am, you have a slight advantage. But of course, on normal mode, like so,
Yes.
it's curtains. I know.
Yes.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Yes, bye-bye.
Organ failure.
Yes, that's right, that's what you done.
My piano's working fine, old chap. What does it mean?
Oh, was it really?
Of course.
Right.
Okay, now as you can see, I'm back in the Barry Base here, fellas.
Yes.
Let's get back to that teleport point. Now, indeed, of course, because we had the game rule turned on, I haven't dropped my items, rather handy. But
No, you
we're
haven't.
going to show you next how to warm up in the cold environments, and that, of course, means you can also use things like furnaces, I understand, old chap.
Oh, there you are. Yes, I was just having a sleep.
Oh.
Yes, you can indeed. Yes, you can use furnaces and all sorts of things.
Let's have a look at a furnace then, old boy.
Are you sure you want to?
Yes, please.
Okay, then here's the furnace. There we are. Here's one I had earlier, which they used to say. And,
Did they really?
Yes, it did. And here's some coal inside the furnace. and some chicken which is already cooked, so it doesn't work.
Birdie's doing that, as you can see. I'm going to jump once more into this icy cold pond, and of course my temperature plummets here. But when I go and stand near an working and turned on active furnace, as you're about to see in just a moment, I will of course receive a small boost in my temperature, but not too much. Fire up the furnace, old chap.
Right, putting the chicken in now. There we are.
Good show. Okay.
All hot.
Now look, yes indeed, I can warm my hands rather nicely in front of this furnace. Lovely, I say. But of course, it won't actually increase as much as it decreases if you jump into cold water. So you really have to think on your feet here and be survival-minded, old chap.
You have to think. Now, apparently, also at night time, it will also get cooler.
I see.
Yes, you have to think about that.
This brings us to the next point. Since I'm cold at the moment, let's go to the desert, old chap.
To the desert. How can we get to the desert?
By using this rather handy-dandy command block, and here we are.
Yes, we're very well planned today, aren't we? Look at that.
We're very thoughtful and organised for once, I say.
Yes, we are.
As you can see, Vales, we're
Usually
now...
it takes hundreds of hours, doesn't it?
It hundreds of hours. We are now inside the desert, and of course, because we're here, my temperature is starting to really increase.
Yes,
the
it is.
thermometer has turned red, and as you can see, it's going up. Now, let's see here. I still have hypothermia at the moment, but once I reach 35, that should no longer be an issue. Now, also, I understand, inside the heat of the desert,
Yes.
you can actually get heat stroke, old chap.
You can, yes indeed. This adds rather a lot of fun to Minecraft because you have to think, like it was real if you really were in a desert.
Let's have that bucket of lava again, old boy.
Forget the bucket of lava a minute, I'm telling you what happens, right?
Oh, well,
Heat stroke in the desert.
Yes.
Right? Yes. Now 37 degrees is everything's fine. You see, that's normal.
Ah.
But if you get to 38, you start to sweat.
Really?
Yes. 39, heat stroke, 1 minor fatigue. 41, severe fatigue and sanity drops. And 43, it's right there without again.
Oh, no.
Yes, it is, yes.
I need a drink, old boy. Goodness me. Oh, I say, do you see that steam starting to form, old chap?
Yes, heat, see?
It's the heat. I am now at 40.9 degrees. It's getting really hot in this desert, I say. And here we are. I've got massive sweat starting to appear. We are at heat stroke stage 2, as you can see here.
Stage 2, yes.
It's making me weak in the heat of the desert, the parching sun, old chap. I can't survive much longer out here.
No, that's my line.
But
You know that.
I'm getting sick. It's a sick bucket, old boy.
When it gets to 43, you're going to... Have you written it out?
No, do I need to?
Yes, oh yes, 43 is all over.
We're going to hug Beverly for a while here so we can get our heat up, you'll see.
Yes.
Let's see, 41.78. Now, of course, just like in the real world, you have to make sure your heat is... The screen's turning a different colour, old chap.
Of course, it's hot, you see.
I don't like this one bit, old boy.
Never mind.
Give your water bottle. I need water quickly. I'm getting nauseous, old
I've
chap.
run out, haven't got any. Are you sure you really want some?
Yes, I'm 100% sure. Don't just stare at me, Beverly. Do something, I say.
There we are, then there's some water.
Thank you. As you can see, I can regenerate my water bottle like so. It's a dirty water bottle, old chap.
Dirty? Oh, never mind about that.
Never mind.
Work.
We'll show them that in a moment, old boy.
Yes, dirty
Okay,
water.
at 42... My word, what was that, old chap? I heard something, old boy. What was it I said?
What that
Oh
was.
my goodness me, it's all going wrong now. But anyway, let's just get to 43 degrees and see what happens here. The screen's going a different colour. This is complete lunacy, I say.
Yes, it is. 43 degrees, you're going mad.
Heat stroke 3 has
Sanity!
arrived. No, I'm going insane. The heat.
You've had it. Yes, you've had it.
That's me going insane now, chap. You know?
Oh, yes, make sure you do that. Yes, it's more like that. Yes, that's better.
Right, okay, I think I've done that enough, Harold.
Yes,
Oh, I'm dead.
See, that's what happened. And
Cooked brain by heat stroke. That sounds a bit toasty, old
Oh,
chap.
my goodness me, it certainly does, yes, indeed.
But anyway, we've shown, of course, there, Fiddles, the different effects of heat and cold on your body. As you can see, they're quite extreme in some cases. But next up, I say, what are we going to show them, old chap?
Well, all about hydration, you see, because if you're out in the desert, you need water.
Now, as you can
All
see...
things will happen.
Just a moment ago there, Fiddles, I was, of course, in rather a lot of trouble because my hydration was running out very, very quickly. Now, indeed, of course, we've arrived here by the sea. To the sea, let's go, men. But
To the sea, yes, indeed.
Now, look here, Fiddles. As you can see, water in this modification, as you've just understood, is very, very important. Of course, you have to stay hydrated to stay cool and to stay mentally alert. Now, buddy, do you have a clean water bottle for me, old chap?
There we are.
That's an empty water bottle, old boy.
Oh, you've got to fill it up from the sea, I think.
Now this, of course, is the ocean. And what do you know about ocean water, old chap?
It's
salt water.
It's wet.
Yes, it's... Well, dear, oh dear. But, of course, salt water will sate your thirst somewhat, but increase your dehydration rate massively because, of course, it's salt. You can't drink salt. Look at that.
Most certainly. See, now you see, that's the water that's found in oceans as we know.
Yes.
And that will indeed make your hydration drop faster afterwards.
I'm about to die, old boy.
You will do, yes.
Bit of water will be handy, old chap.
Bit of water. Sorry, I haven't got any.
Water bottle will do then.
Oh, a water bottle, yes.
Of course, clean water bottles can be acquired by standard sources such as lakes, etc. and so forth, and I think Bertie's a bit too slow there, and we're going to die.
No, you don't, no, we don't, quick,
Goodbye! Oh, well, died of thirst. Okay,
didn't drink
that's
one.
what happens, of course, if you run out of thirst. You'll die of thirst, which is rather nasty, you know.
Most certainly.
I'm going to teleport into you, old chap.
Oh,
There you
you
go.
do. Right, okay, you do
now,
that.
Of course, you've
Right.
seen the effects of salt and standard water, but we're going to show you next the dreaded dirty water.
Yes, well, the standard water, I think you can just find that in just natural things like forests and nice little rivers and things.
Yes.
You can drink that, that's okay.
That's right.
But here is the dirty water by and place, all the swamps.
I see now swamps, of course, are rather nefarious places because they'll give you dirty water from their pools, as you can see. Now, the trouble with... Oh, I say, my goodness, I've been poisoned, old chap, already.
Yes, most certainly. It's all those swamps and things that those, those awful sort of explorers go to the toilet and things like that.
Dude, that sounds very nice. Thank
Yes.
you, Wildlife. Of course, by drinking the dirty water, you'll recover your hydration meter somewhat, but indeed you'll incur nasty effects like sometimes poison, or even worse, you can actually harm you, I believe, old chap.
Yes, indeed. So don't drink the water or biome in biomes, or it's all over.
Well, it can be over, but of course it does keep you alive even if you are poisoned briefly. Now, there's another type of water I understand, old chap.
There is, over here in the chest. You
Really?
will see that if you're in an extremely cold area, you can make some water from fresh water
Really?
using a snowball.
Ah, now this is handy. Of course, you can make there, as you can see in the crafting table, water plus snowball equals a cold water bottle.
Right.
This is ideal for cooling off, and watch the temperature gauge there on the bottom left. Drinky drinker.
Yes.
As you can see, that brings it down somewhat there.
Most certainly. So I hope you're all taking notes, because this Minecraft world is completely different to the normal one. And if you haven't got all the things in order, things will happen, like you'll die, get too hot, and all sorts of other things.
And of course, in real life, you can't survive without water for more than about 3 days. Quite interesting. Now, let's go to the next biome, which of course takes us back to the base, I say.
Back to the base. Ah, yes, here we are in base.
What's next, Elby?
What's next in the base? Now, next in the base is something that's extremely interesting, actually, and that is Sanity!
Just a moment, I have something else to add. As you can see, the item presently on my backpack, fellows, is a camel pack. That will keep you hydrated with water at all times. It's rather handy, you know.
Oh, yes, the camel pack. Yes, if you can put bottles in it, store them in it, and then when you go to the desert and things like that, it's okay because you've got a little camel pack with things in the back.
So, Sanity. Let's talk Sanity. The
Yes.
meter at the bottom right-hand bar, as you can see, is a
Shall I
purple.
do this one?
It's a purple.
Oh, because it shouldn't really affect you, should it?
Bertie, would you mind, old chap?
Oh.
Yes, I think you're perfect for it, old boy.
Oh.
The purple bar at the bottom right, then, is your sanity meter. Now, underground, and in various situations, this will drop, as it's currently doing.
Yes, it will. Yes. Underground, and also if there's certain bad things around, such as zombies or endermen and things like that.
Well, indeed, old boy. Now, indeed, things like skulls, etc. and so forth can cause your sanity meter to absolutely plummet. And we're going to go upstairs, as you can see, Mrs. God, beam us up, I say. Game mode 1. And, of course, we're going to show out here the effects of zombies and endermen. Now,
Yes.
in particular, because endermen are crazy and fierce creatures, they'll cause your sanity to drop like a stone, you know.
Yes, they most certainly will. Yes, the endermen and also the zombies. And at night time also, apparently, or in caves deep down, you can lose your sanity slowly.
Now, of course, this reminds me of a GameCube particular game, old boy. As you lose your sanity, different nasty things will start to happen, somewhat similar to a certain Herobrine module now.
Right, that's right. Now, have you got the skulls and things?
You're going to place those down, old chap. Now,
Right.
as you can see, currently my sanity is actually increasing because I'm in the fresh, open air. Seeing the birdies tweet is lovely, you know.
Yes, most certainly, but it won't in a minute. Right,
Oh.
okay. Now, yes, you can be round some skulls and that'll upset you, won't it?
Oh, yes, I
Fair
don't
enough.
like skulls. Yes, my sanity has stopped
But it's still
increasing.
sand.
It's stopped. Oh my word, it stopped in its tracks, old chap.
Yes, it will do. But it's still down there. And here's a zombie. Yes.
Must I have one of those, old boy?
Yes, he'll upset you.
Oh,
And,
yes. Taking
and-
damage from zombies causes your sanity to... I say, to decrease very, very rapidly. Look at that, old boy.
Yes, it will, yes. Your
Fast
sanity-
decrease.
Yes, and slowly but surely you'll go mad, you see.
Oh, well, that sounds very nice. Now,
Everybody's on the chest, that's it. Right, and of course, now, endermen, they are notorious for destroying the sanity.
really?
They certainly are. Where are you? And you can have one. There we are.
My sanity's already being destroyed, old boy.
Yes.
He's teleported away, old chap.
As if they're supposed to do that. There's another one.
I'm at 54%. I'm getting stark breathing mad over here, old chap. There's something
Exactly.
wrong, I say.
Yes, now your sanity level will go up and down, and get worse and worse and worse.
I've got insanity level 1 already, fellows. As you can see, it's started to form nausea and a strange tint of the screen. Now, as you become more and more insane, you may start to find that things look like they're happening, but they're not actually happening, old chap.
Yes, apparently sort of strange things can happen. Mobs can spawn that aren't there and other things and so forth.
More Enderman, please.
More endermen? Well, my pleasure. There we are.
Take that, you absolute cat, I say. There we are.
Yes.
Okay, now, of course, Enderman will do a mighty 5% damage to your sanity each time they actually hit you. Take that. You'll come back, I say.
Yes, did you know you've got a rather novel little camel pack thing on your back?
I have, it's rather fun. Let's set the time tonight to further demonstrate this, fail. As you can see, at night time, your sanity will start to take a bit of a hit because Steve does not like the night, you know.
Steve don't like night. No, you don't like that.
He doesn't. Now, in this chest, I'm just going to heal myself with some potions here.
You cheater!
No, I've got to stay alive, you know.
You cheater! Oh,
I'm not a cheater.
right.
But as you can see, meanwhile, the sanity continues to drop. That, of course, means that I have Insanity 1, and at 30%, I'll get Insanity 2. Oh, I say, here we go, old boy. Now, as you can see, Insanity... Ah, yes, it's already here. Insanity Stage 2. Now, these ghastly Endermen are really causing my sanity to take a serious hit here, old boy. And, of course, the screen goes more and more purple, the more insane you'll become. You'll start to get hallucinations, things happening that aren't really happening. Oh, I've been slain! No,
yes, that's happened! Yes.
Goodness me, videos, that really did happen.
It did happen.
But I have noticed in the past effects such as hearing sounds that aren't there, etc. and so forth. Rather scary now.
Exactly. So this is what could happen. You'll go insane if you mind too much, or you fight Endermen and all sorts. So you did you know how to get the sanity back?
How, old chap?
Apparently, if it's in the day, I think it's in the day anyway. 1,000 plants will help you.
Really?
1,000 plants, yes. Or you can go to sleep in the bed, and that helps.
Let's try, shall we? Let's set the time back to day and see if that theory is correct. As you can see, yes, as you can see, near plants in the green overworld in the daytime, you get your sanity back, and you can, of course, sleep in the bed to recover fully. So be careful of that nasty effect, I say.
Yes, exactly. You can push all your problems and push them all down and go to sleep and forget about them, and in the morning they'll all be gone.
If only.
Isn't it?
Yes, I think that's what happens, old chap. Of course, is next location by this rather handy command block. What's next, old chap?
What's next? Oh, I've no idea. I shall consult my special what's next thing.
I believe it's air there.
Yes, air. Yes, the air quality.
Air quality.
Now, yes, if you thought that wasn't enough, there's air quality involved as well.
Well, yes.
The quality of your air.
This is interesting, old boy. As you can see, what I've actually got here, I'm in an underground cave, teleported in using this rather interesting mechanism, and there, the picture of the bubbles with the white bar at the bottom right is the air quality, and as you can see, it's dropping quite fast in the mines.
Ah, it most certainly is, you see, because you're underground. Now, if you're around things that are like sort of active furnaces, for example, or torches of fire, your air quality will reduce, presumably because it's supposedly burns the oxygen up, etc.
Yes, of course, producing some carbon there, and as you can see, of course, my air quality next to this torch is really dropping like a stone. Now, of course, the question is, what happens if your air gets too low?
Well, if it gets too low, it gets rather bad.
Is it like Manic Miner, old boy?
Oh, yes.
Yes, all right, we know the song, thank you, shut up.
Yes,
so,
that's how it went, you know.
Also, of course, whilst you're underground, you can actually replenish your air, can't you, old chap?
You can indeed, yes. You see, you need 1,000 plants. If you've got some leaves, or, yes, I think leaves are the best. If you've got leaf blocks and things like that, then you can replenish your energy. Where are you?
Well, Beverly smells nice, but she doesn't count as one, unfortunately.
Is she there?
So let's have some flowers, shall we?
Right, so flowers, yes, there's some in here.
There's
Here's some oak leaves in there, you can get those.
Right, okay, we'll try these oak leaves, as you can see. We'll place those over there and see what they... Ah, yes, they're producing lots and lots of oxygen. Absolutely splendid, old chap.
Most certainly, but of course, if your oxygen goes down, you'll die. Now, if you've got lava around, things like that...
Yes?
That will decrease the air quality.
Ah, right. Let's try the lava. As you can see, mind out, fellows. Lava going down. Lava going down. Okay, the lava. Oh, yes, indeed. Next to lava, you really start to take a hit, old chap. Look at that. It's shooting down.
Yes, because already the air's bad down here anyway, with the lava burning all the oxygen, whatever it does, and reducing those horrible gases. It's even worse.
Now, needless to say, fellows, when you start to run out of air, you get progressively worse status effects like elsewhere in the mod. If your air hits 0, you'll suffocate by resulting in 2.5 hearts of damage per choke, as it were. So you'll have to get out very, very quickly. And ideally, you don't want this thing to reach 0. If it does, you're finished.
Yes, right.
As you can see, my screen is starting to go green here. I'm sweating like crazy, and I need air fast. But fortunately, help is at hand, old chap.
It most certainly is, because if you're clever and have built a new tube...
It's getting better.
Talk, can you just suffer in a minute? Find some air. A tube up to the surface, and you'll all be all right.
Oh, God, bad fellows. Oh, I say, old chap. Goodness me, I'm gasping for breath, you know. As you can see, fellows, if you have an air passageway that goes to the surface, it of course leads right the way down to the mine shaft and gives you a nice little pocket of air. So if you're wise under the mines, you can survive for long periods of time.
Yes, I think this adds rather a fun piece of realism to it, don't you?
This is very clever. If you ask me, this should be in the real game, perhaps.
I think it should be, yes, indeed.
Hardcore mode, maybe.
Hardcore, alright.
That's right. Let's get back to our command log, shall we? And what's the next point of interest, old chap?
The next point of interest is rather interesting, because I do believe it's physics, but not those sort of boring ones you do in class.
Oh, not bouncy physics, old chap.
Bouncy physics? Oh, I don't know about those.
Well, I hope not.
Yes.
Okay, now, of course, we are back here, and we are going to change to creative mode to show you this mechanism, fellows, like so. Now, normally, of course, in any Minecraft mod, you're going to build a house perhaps out of stone, or, I don't know, dirt at first, etc.
And build a nice stone roof.
And that worked a treat, but in this modification, the author has actually taken the time to include physics, which means if you try to build a stone roof in the normal fashion like so, oh I see, it cracks and falls down, old chap.
Yes, because there's no pillars, you see. Only a buffoon builder would try to build a huge concrete ceiling with no pillars to hold up in the middle, etc.
So what you're saying then is I actually have to build support pillars here for this roof to stay up. Is that right, old chap?
Yes, as you would in real life, where it would just collapse and smash into pieces.
Well, there's one then. And oh yes, the support pillars enable me to build more blocks around each piece of stone. But
Correct.
of course, I'll need to have lots and lots of these pillars in order to actually build a house, you'll say.
You will indeed, yes indeed.
And you have to be careful of Samson as well. He's quite dangerous, old chap.
Yes, Sam, well, he will, yes.
Dangerous fellow.
He'll do the job, yes.
So,
Now,
as you can see, I can actually build an entire roof like so for by simply, of course, producing this stone pillar fashion. But if I want to have lots and lots of pillars, well, of course,
let's see if we can catch it out.
it's going to get cramped inside here.
Oh, yes, look.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you can't catch it out. If you hit it, oh, that's it. You get rid of the pillars and away it goes.
So interesting, Fails. Now, I also understand there's a dirt or mud sliding mechanism of sorts. So the next point, of course, Fails, is mud and mud slides. Now, interestingly, as you can see, I think there's already been a bit of a cave-in underneath the pond here. Now, the trouble is in this modification, mud and dirt will start to slip slide all over the place in things like rain because they get wet, old chap.
Yeah, most certainly will. If it starts raining or if it's too near water, etc., they will slide just like real mud.
Now, let's turn the rain on right here, Fails, with a talking of the downfall and see what happens. Okay, the rain's gone. Now, of course, oh, I say! Yes, indeed! It's a bloody landslide, Fails.
Yes.
But you can't just place dirt in the rain, it won't work.
No, indeed. So there we are. You have to be very, very careful. And also, if you're mining underneath a river that has a bed of mud,
yes,
it will collapse.
Really?
Yes, oh, yes.
Now, I understand also there's another point here. If you have full armour and you get trapped underneath a cave-in, which can happen, or a mudslide, it'll kill you straight away.
Most certainly, yes. You'll be caved in, that's the end of it.
Yes, as you can see, it's working with sand here, but it also works to cave in underneath rivers and lakes when you're dealing with a dirt soil bed. So be very, very careful, I say.
Yes, so this, well, it really changes the whole game, I think.
It does, old boy. Let's teleport to the next area, shall we?
Yes, we will.
Now, what's next, old chap? Oh, it's the mayor, old chap.
It most certainly is, and here we are. So an entirely different, completely changed world for you, Mr. Mayor, with everything all totally different. And did you know, mud slides in the rain, Mr. Mayor? Oh, yes, it does. Oh, it certainly does, yes, indeed.
Yes, it does. But anyway, this modification, of course, is one of the best and most realistic mods in the game, I must say. It really adds a huge array of features like hunger, thirst, and many things that enhance your game experience.
Yes, it does.
An awful lot there! It doesn't have dynamite, old boy! What are you playing at?
Dynamite?
For goodness sake, I say!
Me at all. Oh, I've just remembered. It was raining and Mr. Mayor, he built the whole town on the... Oh, he built it on mud. What did you do that for, Mr. Mayor? Quick, evacuate!
There's blocks falling from the sky besides the rain's gone, I say! Get back here, boys!
Yes.
Thank you for what else I say! I'm going to sing you once more for the next time, you dirty rascal, old chap!
Ooh.
Until then...
Oh, I think we better go. This environment ceased being friendly.